Hey, fourth graders, I hope you had a nice spring break last week, and I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather that we are starting to have more consistently. We're getting outside and just enjoying the warm temperatures and the sunshine, or the cool breezes, or the birds singing. I know I certainly am. So, um, so you should have already completed your NTI work from before spring break, and so parents can now drop that off, or caregivers can drop that off at the school anytime between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. They can come into the front doors and put your stuff together with a paper clip or with a rubber band, mark off your name. There's a list of names there for when people drop off the stuff. So make sure that you mark off when you've dropped off your stuff, and there will be a box there labeled with that. I think I sent pictures out last week about what that would look like. But you'll also need to pick up your new work, which is in a yellow folder, and it's labeled Lucas and Haycraft across the top. And at the bottom it has NTI post spring break, and then here across the middle will be your name. And it's important that you get your folder because I know Miss Haycraft, she graded a lot of stuff, and she put some stuff in there. And then I had, I think, maybe one thing from right before spring break that I graded. I think it was actually your test that you took a couple of days before we went on this coronavirus quarantine kind of thing. So, but I think I was all up to date from that point. So, yes, make sure you pick up your own so that you can see your graded work. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you that, like, when you open it up, it'll say actually math here across the left side, and then it'll have Miss Haycraft stuff. Your language arts and your science and social studies stuff will be on the right side. So for me, you'll have just like one packet, okay, and it'll say fourth grade math assignments at the top, post spring break, okay, and it'll give you instructions about, give you an overview of what your new work will look like. And you only actually have 5 must-do assignments that you have to complete for the next 4 weeks. So it's pretty good circumstances for you, if I must say so. Okay. So what we decided to do is just kind of go over some 5 topics that we've done already this year. And so I bulleted those 5 topics on the cover page so you kind of get an overview of what we're going to be reviewing. Like the first one is multiplying strategies for multi-digit numbers, including labeling arrays. So for every single topic, you'll have 2 options that you can complete. You don't have to do both of them. You can pick just one. Okay. So when you flip to the back side of the cover page, you'll see your table, and that's where it'll list more specifically what the 2 options are. Okay. And so option number 1 will always be worksheet based, like what your math and writing looks like. And then option number 2 will be task based, and this is just like real world problems or open-ended problems where you have to kind of organize your thinking a little bit more, or use materials that you have around your house, or things like that. And then I also put extensions. Those are just can-dos, like you don't have to do the extensions, and I think I made a note of that at the bottom. The extensions are not for grade, they're just there if you want to have a little bit more fun with it. So in your packet, I give option assignment 1, I give both options up front, so just pick one of them. So assignment 1, option 1 will always be the worksheet, and if you can see, it looks like worksheets you've done before earlier in the year with arrays and multiplying 2-digit and 1-digit numbers. And then on the back side, there will also be that second page, because your math and writing almost always had a front and back to it. So try to make it as similar to math and writing as possible. So there will always be a front and back page for the worksheet assignments. Now, if you decide that you want to review multiplication strategies through a task base, then on the next page, we'll say assignment 1 and option 2, okay? So this is the other option you can do, and it's designing a zoo enclosure, okay? And it gives you instructions on how to complete that. Some of the papers, some of the tasks you will need materials like rulers and things like that. So if you don't have a ruler at home, then you might need to do a worksheet for that particular the back of every single task, I also put gridded paper. So if you want to answer that task on this gridded paper, you can do that. If you need more room or space, or you want to do it in a different place, then put it on a separate sheet of paper, graph paper, notebook paper, plain paper, whatever. Just make sure you're very neat about it, okay? And like if it tells you, like this says draw 2 possible enclosures, be sure to include measurements and make sure it's clear that what your 2 different enclosures are. So make sure you're being neat and you're labeling and organizing, because that is part of the grade for the assignment. So every single assignment has 2 options. And if you go back to the very front, and then you flip to the table side, at the bottom I give I tell you how I'm going to grade the assignments. So the worksheets will be graded just like math and writing would be graded normally, okay? So you've had experience with that. But the task-based learning assignments will be graded on like a 0 to 4 scale, with 4 being 100%, 0 like you didn't complete the assignment. You didn't complete anything for that topic, okay? So, but I give more like specific criteria here at the bottom for how I'm going to grade those tasks, okay? And so I'm going to be looking to see about your organization, your neatness, your use of reliable strategies, and your correctness. So just like always, if you're showing a reasonable strategy, but your computation is off or something, and you're not just going to totally blow the assignment. Or if you get a correct answer, but you don't fully show everything, you're not going to totally blow the answer, okay? So make sure you read how things are going to be graded. We talked about the extensions. You don't have to do those for the graded part, but they're always an option to do. As always, you can still get on Zern and extra math. That's extra. They're not going to be part of your graded assignments or anything like that, but you can still do that. I also included, to help you out, fraction strips here, because there is going to be a review of fractions, like comparing fractions and also adding and subtracting like fractions. So you'll also see that colored copy in there. And you can cut them apart if you want to, or you can leave them totally intact the way they are. That's totally up to you, but I just wanted to give you that because I know a lot of you like to use my fraction materials in the classroom. So I'm here for you. I'm going to be here to answer any questions. I'll make videos to review some of the concepts and ideas. I'll start probably putting those videos out midweek because people are probably going to have to give some people some time to pick up their new stuff. So I'll probably start putting those out tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll try to wait until Wednesday. It's hard for me. But anyway, yeah, I'll definitely do some review videos and things like that. But definitely Facebook message me, text me, post on Seesaw, post on our Facebook page, email me if you have any questions about your assignments or if you're having trouble with anything, okay? So I hope you enjoy your week, and I'll be in touch with you.